sorry about that. Had to like delete some old videos to make room for this one. But that's okay. We can like get back to what we were doing. Also, I just want to share this card with you. This is the Angel of Comfort card. This is your guardian angel watching over you and like saying to you, like, it's okay to want to feel comfortable. It's okay to want to get in like your comfort zone, and like that's where you thrive, you know, when you're like feeling the most comfortable and the most like okay at being like your most vulnerable self, and then that's when you're gonna like open up and like feel better about yourself. So your guardian angel is like letting you know that like they want you to feel comfortable, and they want you to just like do that because they're watching over you, and they're like making sure that like you're safe and comfortable and you feel good. So I just wanted to share that with you. Anyway, so back to the Ace of Cups card. So again, this is just like a card of like your choice. Ultimately, your choice is to like really focus in on like creating beautiful blessings and willing to openly receive those blessings from the universe that they have to offer for you. Okay. And let's see what's going on with this like force again, because even though you do have a lot of strength and things like that, it's good to know like what this force is specifically. um yeah. So this is the Nine of Swords. So this person just like really ultimately just wants to like throw swords at you and just like make you feel like sad all the time, and like just like tired and exhausted all the time, and just like constantly fighting, constantly arguing, and it's just like really not serving your higher purpose. It's not serving your greater good. It's just like an overwhelming amount of just like constant fighting force, negative energy that's coming at you. So I just highly advise that in that situation you definitely you know, tune into your like lion energy of like that strength mentality, and like um you know, a lion is like the most strongest animal, like, you know, uh out there, right? It's the king, right? And um it's not gonna like just back down like when the hyenas are attacking it, right? It's gonna fight. And um that's what you have to do sometimes. Unfortunately, like sometimes you do have to like get out that lion beast energy, and you have to just like be a lion. But just own it, you know, like persevere. You got this. You have the strength in you. You have an infinite amount of strength. So you got this. The universe wants you to know that you have all these options, but at the end of the day, you're not like gonna go in and like be like, oh yeah, I want to get lots of gems and rubies or whatever. um so oh, okay, sorry about that. All right, so moving on. So, yeah, again, the Ace of Cups is a great card to focus in your energy because it's a card of abundance and blessings coming your way, and a cup of looking at things in a very positive, optimistic way. And that will really benefit you to moving past any like obstacles or hurdles that come your way in regards to that very forceful energy that's seems to uh, be very domineering at times. The, but also have a universe card message for you. This is uncovering confidence. Okay, now this message is, I'm the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. And I just really love this card because these are messages, obviously, for you from the universe. And, you know, you might have this like way of looking at things like a puzzle that you have to solve and piece together, especially when you have obstacles and choices and things like that. So piecing the pieces together is going to help you. And this card is letting you know that you, whenever you're doubting yourself, whenever you're thinking like you don't know the answer, you are the answer. You are the confident, strong person that you think you are. If people are saying you're not, and you're questioning your self-worth, and you're questioning what your purpose is to um be yourself. You know, like your purpose is to love yourself, your purpose is to care for yourself, your purpose is to focus on your strengths and what makes you feel strong and brave and important and loved and special. And your purpose is to live your life in this very bold, strong, loving, caring, nurturing way. And even though there's always going to be all these different options of like how to live your life, or what job to get, or what to buy, or what you can do to like prove to people that you're awesome, or like whatever dragons come to your door, you know, burning fire, whatever snakes slither by you. At the end of the day, you are so strong and you're so brave and you have so much strength within yourself that you're gonna realize that at the end of the day, all that matters is that you love yourself, you take care of yourself, you stay optimistic, you stay positive, you do what makes you happy, you live your life the best way you know how, and that's all that's gonna matter in the end, really, is that you lived your best life and you did everything you could to do that. And just keep remembering that when you're feeling down and when the forces are against you and there's so much pressure and it's just such negative energy, at the end of the day, just remember you're a lion, you are a beast, and you got this, and you are going to achieve great things, and you are going to have all your dreams come true. Okay? All right. Love and light always. Bye. Hey there, hi there, pile two. So if you chose pile two, you chose the past life cards, which is really interesting because I haven't really looked at these cards in a while, so I don't remember like everything about them. But anyways, so let's see here. We got a message from the universe for you. Exploring unity consciousness. I am one eternal light appearing as all. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love that. Okay, and also I want to share with you that your angel of comfort is watching you right now, offering you the security you need to feel safe and comfortable in your environment. Okay. All right. So let's see. So up first we have love life. Okay, so let's see what's going on with that. Because I haven't really looked at these cards, I'm gonna just read from the book that I have. You guys ready to get to your final community challenge? Sure. JT, take back the necklace once again. Let's see. I don't even know what page this is on. For the last time, community is back up for grabs. Today's challenge is going to require concentration and coordination. You will place the ball down a chute. This card comes to you as an indication that your love life is affected by one or more previous lifetimes. Most likely you had a painful experience back then that has caused you to be overly cautious. In such cases, working on yourself can help you reopen your beautiful, loving heart. In that way, you can love and be loved again. It's also likely that this card comes to you as validation that the man or woman you're romantically interested in was also a prominent person in your past life. This individual may not necessarily have been a romantic partner at the end time, but your inclination to connect romantically in this life is definitely part of a greater plan. Okay, wow. So it looks like you know, like you might be learning some karmic lesson of some sort, mostly because like in a past life, um there were some bad relationships that you were involved in, and therefore you're learning like a karmic lesson. Therefore, like you might be experiencing some, like painful romantic attachment of some sort, but also at the same time, when it says like the man or woman that you're interested in now in your current life is definitely thinking about you, and definitely like has romantic feelings towards you. So let's see what else is going on. Baby. Aw, baby. So cute. Baby. Love it. So let's see this baby. Maybe you and your current person have a baby together, possibly. Let's see. Let's see what the baby means. Then we'll connect it and put it all together. Okay, so the situation you're inquiring about involves an infant on some level. Your unconscious mind will reveal the way in which a baby plays a role in your current life. You may have already received the answer in the form of a thought or feeling. Trust this information as your unconscious mind will slowly and gently help you remember and release painful memories. At first, you may think you're imagining this information, but as you put together more pieces of the puzzle through signs and additional recollections, you'll feel confident in claiming your past lifetime. This card can speak about you as a baby in this or a previous lifetime. There may have been a trauma that you suffered as a baby or that involved a baby of yours in that lifetime. It also may describe parenthood in this or previous lives. Your feelings and thoughts will guide you so that you can discern the specific meaning. Yeah, I think when I think about this, when I see these two cards side to side, I really think this has to do with like you and another person had a baby together, and either this person or it could be you, like didn't like see eye to eye on like raising that child together, and this kind of caused some really hurt feelings towards you specifically, because I feel like you wanted this baby and you wanted to raise this baby and you wanted to like have your own little family and like play the role, or not really play the role, I guess, like step into the role of a mom, and you were hoping that your partner who helped you create this baby would do the same, but they didn't. And I feel like that has caused you to have some sadness, some heartbreak, and to some extent it really kind of made you like question, like, is partnership really the best way to raise a kid, or is it easier to just do it on your own because you tried and tried to get this person that created this baby with you to be there with you, and they weren't and they haven't been, so you're kind of like single momming it, and it's really stressful, and it kind of makes you sad and like feel lonely sometimes. And there aren't a lot of like, I guess, people in the world that like would make like a suitable partner and that would accept you and accept this baby and want to be like in your love life and be your partner and share in those responsibilities. There aren't a lot of like awesome people like that in the world, so this has kind of made you really sad on some level. Yeah, biblical. Wow. This card is hilarious. I don't even know what this could possibly mean. It's so random. So in a past life you were biblical. Like, okay. Let's see. Alright. No judgment. Let's see. When you read about Jesus, Moses, or other biblical figures, you know that there's more to the story because ... you were there. Okay. Either you were a follower of Jesus or Moses, or you lived in the Holy Land. You may have also had lives alongside other famous biblical figures. As a result, traditional religious interpretations of the Bible stories don't ring true to you. You know in your heart and soul what really happened. As such, you tend to follow your own religious and spiritual path. If you witnessed the crucifixion, you may have emotional scarring stemming from the heartbreak and horror that followed your beloved teacher's death. These reactions may have caused you to shut down your spiritual sight, clairvoyance, and other gifts. To reconnect with your God-given abilities, pray for help from the biblical figures to whom you feel most connected. You'll learn that they have forgiven all transgressions and have moved on with their spiritual lives, and they'll help you do the same. Okay, so that's not as like cringy as I thought it was gonna be. No offense to people who are super religious, but anyways, so this card isn't supposed to like make you think, oh, I need to go to church and pray 7,000 times a day. No, but this card is basically telling you that you followed this amazing person, right, according to the Bible, and in that aspect, and this person meant a lot to you, and they let you down in a huge major way when they died, because you thought they were this supernatural amazing human being that could never die, right? In the spiritual sense, technically Jesus has never died, right? He's still, his spirit is still with his disciples and followers and believers, that he existed. So if you are a believer and you do believe in Jesus, then you probably feel some sort of sadness sometimes when you think about how he's no longer in the physical form. He's more in the spiritual realm, but you want to connect with him because you want him to say oh, I'm here, I got your back, remember my teachings and how I taught you to be strong and brave during hard, difficult times. And remember, in the end, Jesus did, the physical body of Jesus, not his soul and spirit, but his physical form was destroyed when he got crucified 1 billion years ago. Okay. That's an exaggeration, but so that, if you watch that, maybe as a kid you might have watched that on a movie or read about it in the Bible or whatever, heard stories about it at church, then that made you sad because you were seeing someone who is such a loving, passionate, caring person that just only wanted to help people be completely destroyed and brutalized and tortured. And it was sad and scary, and it made you feel bad for him because he was such a nice guy. He was portrayed as this really awesome human being that just loved people and loved helping people, and also had magical powers where he could bring people back from the dead and heal the sick and the blind and the deaf and all these different cool, amazing supernatural abilities. And then seeing him be brutally murdered because he was so awesome, that's literally the reason why, it really made you sad, because you're how could anyone want to kill such an awesome human being? So that traumatized you as a kid. That's what this card is saying. Now, take what resonates. If you don't know anything about Jesus or the story, or you don't care about it, this probably is not your reading. But Jesus also was a baby, right? And he also was this cute little baby, and his mom was apparently this unwed mother, single momming it. And luckily this guy came along and he was hey, Mary, my name's Joseph, and you're super hot and super awesome. That's the truth though. He did want to get with her, obviously. Even though she was pregnant, I don't know. Anyways, so he is oh, I'm totally into you, girl. I don't care if I'm not the biological dad. I still want to be with you. I still want to be with the baby. I still want to take care of you guys, raise the baby as my own. And back then, in biblical times, that was no, right? That was shameful and sinful and bad and stuff. But this guy Joseph, he still wanted to be the baby daddy. And Mary was all like, they all think I'm crazy because I'm talking to God and angels and shit. But, like, hey, if you want to jump on board with me, let's go. Let's do it. Why not, right? I find you fine, right? She was like, you're fine. I'll do it, right? So they get together, right? But then she has to go on this whole, like, adventure and, like, do all this stuff. So he's like, okay, cool. Sounds fun to me. So they all go on this like adventure together. So they all go on this like adventure together, and like they end up like having like no money, or maybe they do have money, but like it's, I don't know, it's a weird time. Like there's no room for them to sleep in, and she's about to have the baby. And back then they didn't have hospitals and like doctors and medicine and shit. So like she's like, oh, this baby's coming. Like we gotta go to a barn. We gotta have this baby in a barn. It's like the only shelter we have. And so they have the baby, and then like these three kings show up, and they're like, oh my god, we love this baby. We had like visions of this baby and dreams of this baby being like this awesome supernatural human being that was gonna like save the world. So we want to get on board with this. We want to give you these like special presents for this baby and like wish you the best, and you know, just like love y'all. We're fans. And so um so then like the baby grows up, obviously it shows all its like supernatural powers and its wisdom, and it's like this awesome like prodigy and everything. And then like it gets a bunch of followers and like a whole like group, and like uh it's got a whole like entourage going and everything. And then one of the members of the entourage like unfortunately is a little bit jelly. Okay. And so they obviously you know, tell the king and everything, or emperor or whatever, the ruler of the land basically, um where this guy Jesus is. And because the baby obviously grew up. And the there's these people that are haters. They don't appreciate. They hate because they jelly. And they all band together and come up with this psycho plan to kill Jesus. And even though he's a pretty chill guy, you know, he's not a douchebag, he's a pretty chill guy, but they all come up with this plan to kill him. And I'm sorry, but like this is some crazy shit, right? So then in a past life you were part of the, you know, the Jesus crowd. You loved Jesus, you were his fan, you know, you traveled with him, you were close to him, you were part of his entourage, you believed in him, you thought he was an awesome dude. And come to find out he's about to die, you're like, there's nothing you can do to stop him because you don't have supernatural powers, right? And you know, the king obviously orders his soldiers to kill Jesus in this pretty brutal way, you know, crucifying him and whatnot. So yeah, so I, you know, it's like this reading almost is like telling me that like the universe wants you to know that like um you have this like beautiful energy, and you're a beautiful human being. And haters are gonna hate. People are not gonna like you. There are people who are just not gonna get you and like you, and that's fine. That's whatever. They don't have to like you, but you have to just not dim your light. You have to just keep shining bright like the star that you are. You have to remember that you're an awesome person. And if you are in a romantic relationship and you have a baby, um, and you want to take care of this baby and help it grow and mature into a beautiful human being just like yourself, then that's what you need to focus on. And your love and your love life, the person, your Joseph, I guess, if you will love you and support you and be there with you. And you can't control what other people do. You know, don't even try. This it's so pointless. Like this. just do you, girl, because at the end of the day, like, there's gonna be hard times for sure, and there's gonna be negative things for sure, but you need to focus on you and your happiness, and especially if there's a baby involved, because it's your job, like, as a mom and everything, to take care of that baby and love it and care for it and protect it, and that, if that gives you light and that makes you feel good, that's what you need to do. Okay? And any trauma that you've experienced in your life or in your past lives that you feel is coming up, you are stronger than the trauma. You can overcome it. You can survive it. And you will survive it. And you won't be a victim. You'll be a survivor. And you will be stronger and brighter than ever before. And you are going to be amazing at everything you do. Okay? And don't focus on the negative. Focus on the positive. And your angel of comfort is here to keep you feeling good, keep you feeling fine, and you just keep doing it. You keep doing what makes you happy. Okay? Alrighty. Love and light always. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome. Alright, let's see what universe message has for you. We have befriending pain. Ooh, I like it. Befriending the pain. Nice. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. Interesting. And this card is the card of Angel of Comfort. So this is your guardian angel of comfort, just shining a light on you, keeping you feeling safe, keeping you feeling comfortable. Okay? A little messy here, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so let's see. Oh, wow. With a cross. Ooh, wow. I feel like this is really cool because the pile 2 I did was all about, like, biblical stuff. And now the cross card is coming up. Interesting. Interesting. What else we got? The Rider. What? The Rider? The Rider and the Cross? What's this? What's this about? This one out. Ooh, the Crossroads. Oh, the Cross and the Crossroads? What? What? Yay. Okay, what's up? We got. Oh, the sun. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright. Okay. So let's, like, look at these cards first and get an idea of what's going on here. So you definitely are the rider, for sure. You're riding along, tra-la-la-la-la. You come across a crossroads, and you're like, which way do I go? Right? So the cross obviously is a huge symbol of, like, religious beliefs. A symbol of religion, right? It's very symbolic to the Christian religion of Christianity, or Catholic, right? Wow. So I don't know if you ever heard of this or not, but if you're familiar with Christianity, it's based on the belief that God exists, and he had a son named Jesus, and this cross, is kind of reminds me a little bit more of, like, Easter, because it's like the flowers are growing all around it, and Jesus, like, according to the Bible story, rose from the dead, and, like, kind of springtime is about, like, Easter and rebirth and regrowth, and it's really, like, I'm really thinking, like, this is, like, kind of a choice of, like, do you want to grow? Do you want to feel spring again? Do you want to, like, just, like, breathe in some spring fresh air, right? Like, do you want to, like, get out of this, like, phase of winter where it's, like, everything's dying and decaying and all around you. Like, don't get me wrong, winter can be a lot of fun. You drink hot cocoa, you build snowmen, you know, you wear woolly mittens and hats and coats. But I feel like Easter and springtime have a very special meaning to you because it's all about like just like feeling alive again, right? And like just being in tune with nature and like flowers blossoming everywhere and birds chirping and like, you know, warm weather, right? So that's your crossroads is like letting you know like that's where your mind is kind of headed towards. But also you have the sun here, right? And now with winter coming, obviously the days are way shorter. The sun goes down way earlier, gets darker way sooner. Um, there are sunny days, of course, but it's just not the same as when it's springtime, obviously. And the sun offers a very warm energy. So, I feel like the cross and the sun are kind of like one path. Let's see what other path. The lilies. Okay. Okay. The lilies. Okay. And, oh, that's not. Okay. And what else? And the lady. Oh, the lilies and the lady. Whoa, what's happening here with this? Okay, so you're the writer, right? And you're riding along, la la la. And then you're like, well, one aspect, I feel like springtime, sunshine, flowers blossoming, like rejuvenation, like happy times. Then there's this lady, and there's the lilies, and like maybe like courtship, like bringing a lady flowers. I feel like. So you could have to be choosing between like this religious like kind of not really like courtship, but more just like I don't know, not like romantic, you know, like more spiritual path, right? And then on this side, where the writer is actually facing, is like the romantic side, where it's like flowers and a lady and courtship. So I think you have like a choice to make if you want to go on a spiritual journey or if you want to go on like a more romantic courtship journey. Because you could go on a journey of like self-discovery, figuring out who you are, like your life path, your life journey, or you could choose like dating, finding a romantic partner to date and share romantic time with, maybe start a life with that person. But the writer is facing toward this. So I feel like your mind is more like, oh, I want to go dating, romantic path. Like I don't want this like religious path. Like yeah, there's beautiful things that are about it. You know, there's discovery, there's growth, there's like a beauty to it, a light to it. But this is my light. This is my world right now. And I can focus on the religious, spiritual stuff later, but like if I want to, but right now I want to focus on like this romantic part. Yeah. So it might not always be the most easiest road. It might be a little bit more difficult because you're very familiar with the religious like choice and all that and the spiritual self-discovery choice, but you're still going to choose romance and this person, this lady. I did everything I possibly could to provide for everybody every chance I got. And most times they got okay. Things like that on the line. So yeah, that's you're gonna have fun for sure, I'm sure, because you got the flowers, you got the lady, and you're definitely on a path of like figuring out like who you are in this relationship and like where this relationship is gonna go. And yeah, that's gonna be very fun and amazing. Anyways, I wish you the best. And love and light to you always. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye, Pile 3.